proving you don't have to play meta decks to win games in the top mythic rank. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. It is a pleasure of mine, as always. Hello, good game here. Your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video. I hope you're having an absolute magical day. We'll be looking at Grixis Dragons, breaking down in depth our list, discussing the strategies and synergies held within in hopes of providing you a deeper understanding of how to pilot this build effectively and efficiently. Furthermore, we will demonstrate against the best decks as well as players in-game via our Mythic Ranked gameplay footage, concluding with our final thoughts, deck review, channel news, okay? If you want to help out, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just leave a like. Pew! You have made me just the happiest person on YouTube. You can also subscribe to the channel for future content and join the community Discord if you want to stop by and say hello. We'd love to have you. Thanks again, and let's take a look at the deck.
It's a new lap record!
Here we are with Grixis Dragons. Now, Grixis is the color combination of red, black, and blue. We have a standard best of one deck with 24 land, supporting a 3.2 average mana value, okay? We will be utilizing both Sarkhan, Soul of Flame, alongside Rivaz the Claw to decrease our required casting cost for our dragons, allowing us to curve out much more aggressively than we typically would, okay? So getting right into it, Sarkhan, Soul of Flame for 3 mana is a 2/4 legendary creature, human shaman. Dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Sarkhan become a copy of it until the end of turn. Will keep its name and remain legendary in addition to its other types. That means becoming dragon, which is fairly useful for us within the deck. More on that later. Now, the Claw is a 3/3 legendary creature, Vyashno Warlock, pardon my pronunciation, with Menace. It is able to tap itself, generating 2 mana of any color combination, spending, however, only on dragon creature spells. And once during each of our turns, we are allowed to cast a dragon from our graveyard, which is really cool. And whenever we do so, it will gain whenever this creature dies. Exile it, so you're not able to just like loop that over and over again, which would be nice, but just bringing it back from the graveyard once is going to be enough. Right? So this is fantastic, allowing us through both the Soul of Flame and the Claw to easily play something like the Incinerator of the Guilty for 6 mana, 6/6 Flying Trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may collect evidence X. When you do, deal X damage to each creature and planeswalker that player controls, which is really good. Collecting evidence will entail exiling cards from our graveyard, and X will be equal to their mana value as a whole, which is really cool. So that is not only a decent attacker, but can more than not likely clean up your opponent's board state for you, okay? And then the Bonehoard Dracosaur for 5 mana as a 5/5 with flying and first strike, and at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of your library, playing them this turn. If you exiled a land, create a 3/1 creature token. If you exiled a non-land, create a treasure token, which is quite nice, in addition to those 2 cards that we're now able to play off the top that are in exile, which is such good value. Oh my gosh. All right. And then we will also utilize the Roaming Throne. 3 copies of this, 4 mana, a 4/4 with Ward 2. Entering the battlefield, choosing Dragon as our creature type, and it will be a dragon, of course, the chosen type. Furthermore, if a triggered ability of another creature of the chosen type triggers, it will trigger an additional time, which is very doggone goofy when we bring in the last core piece of the deck, Invasion of Tarkir, aka the Defiant Thundermaw. Now, this is, once it flips, a 4/4 with flying and trample. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, it deals 2 damage to any target. This is great just on its own. It's also great as it will trigger Sarkhan's ability, allowing Sarkhan to become a copy of the Thundermaw, gaining its ability. Oh yeah. Furthermore, it will be doubled through every copy of the Roaming Throne that we have, which is also absolutely fantastic. And because we have so many dragons in deck, and we're copying, and sometimes more than once, the Thundermaw's ability, which it itself is also non-legendary, so it stacks there as well. It's just going to be more damage than anyone needs, truly. Of course, it's a 4/4 with flying and trample on the front side as the invasion. 5 counters on it for 2, dealing 2 damage to any target, plus X, where X was the number of dragons you've revealed from your hand. Okay, so this is really cool for us as well, because we can play something like the invasion on turn 2. Maybe we remove one of our opponent's early creatures, ideally. If not, you can send it into home base. And then it's like a Sarkhan on turn 3, reducing the Bonehoard by 1 to 4, allowing us to play it on turn 4. Sarkhan's ability triggers. It now becomes a 5/5 with flying because of the Bonehoard entering. Attacks the invasion. Now flips the invasion into the Thundermaw, and we are cooking! Right, so this is going to be, really what we're looking forward to in the deck. Of course, sometimes your opponent will remove your dragons, and then we have the Claw to replay them from the grave. We'll also be replaying them from the grave, hopefully with the Virtue of Persistence for 7. At the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from the graveyard into the battlefield under your control. A removal here as well with Lockthwain Scorn for 2 mana as the sorcery speed adventure. Target creature gets -3/-3 until the end of turn. You gain 2 life. So, this is really good early game as that removal and life gain against the aggro meta, as well as that mid to late game recursion of not only all your dragons, but most likely the Claw, Sarkhan, and the Throne, as they are non-dragons, right? Okay. Moving away from that, there's a lot of interaction within the deck, not just the Lockthwain Scorn, but some field wipes as well through the Brotherhood's End for 3 sorcery, choosing one of the 2, destroying all artifacts with mana value 3 or less, or dealing 3 damage to each creature, which is great, and Planeswalker, which is, going to help us clean up the field. Sarkhan has 4 toughness, so it can actually survive that. All of our dragons do as well. The Claw only has 3, keep in mind, so that could be a bit of a bummer, but, if it means surviving against a Boros deck, it means surviving. Right, as well as the ill-timed explosion acting as a field wipe, 4 mana sorcery, drawing 2, and then we can choose to discard 2 cards. If we do, it'll deal X damage to each creature, where X is the greatest mana value of discarded cards, and we can easily discard a dragon to replay it from the grave with the Claw. Okay. On that note, we will use some single target removal, Bitter Triumph. 2 mana instant speed as an additional casting cost. Either discard a card, a land that we don't need, a dragon that we can replay later, maybe a copy of a legendary that we can only play one of, destroy a creature or planeswalker, right? Very nice single target removal. We will also be utilizing Cut Down for 1 mana at instant speed, destroying creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. That can work in conjunction with the Virtue of Persistent, -3/-3, if you want to get something a little bit bigger, which is great. An additional dragon on the top end through the Shivan Devastator for 1+X with flying and haste, entering battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Just a little additional juice. And then finally, some single target protection with Slip Out the Back, instant speed, +1/+1 counter on target creature. It phases out, protecting most likely our Dracosaur, the value engine against any Sunfalls. On that note, get out of here with Negate, 2 mana instant speed, countering target non-creature spell. Primarily field wipes, but at the end of the day, counter what you can, allowing you to hopefully get another turn and potentially lethal damage. Utilizing Cavern of the Souls, keeping our dragons uncounterable, which is nice. We will also utilize the Surveil, filling the grave for the Claw, for the Virtue for us, as well as the Collect Evidence is not too shabby either. And then we will have, our utility lands through the Defiance, through the Soaring City, and the Abandoned Mire, as well as dual lands for consistency and a couple basics in case anything gets destroyed and we have to search for said basic land. Okay, so that is the deck as a whole. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, hit us up in the comments below. If not, please like the video for all of the hard work that goes into it. I really appreciate it. deck list in the description below. And again, we're tearing it up in Mythic rank with a non-meta deck and actually having fun playing the game. Imagine that, right? Thank you so much for watching. Have a magical day. Let's play some games. Going first, 2 land. We can look for our 3rd. We have some ramp. We have a field wipe. All right. Hey, okay. And we have 2 red sources, which is great. Ew, what do you even do? They might take the claw. Maybe the explosion. Maybe the single target. I don't know. The triumph. I doubt they take negate. Probably the claw. Yeah. It's a creature, right? That's kind of what we're looking for. Another. Whatever. Whatever. They're going to have to push it up, overexpose themselves, and then we can take value. Okay. Well, that's a thing. It could kill us. And then we lose our block. They have 2 mana left over still. Well, 1 mana, because the ward 2. 0 mana left over. They could play a land and have 1. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. They just want to flip this with double strike. That's the whole thing. I'm going to hold up Negate, hold up Triumph. We just get it. All right. I don't think we can just be that coy the whole match. See if we can get some dragons in the grave. Never mind. Okay. They actually get the flip. That's interesting. Good for them. Oh, it doesn't put it on itself? Another target creature. Oh, no. Meow. I heard you were playing a dragon deck. Can I be the commander? Oh, that's a good card. Was a good card. It was a good card, HGG. Alrighty then. We would need to get a 4-drop in hand. Maybe we should just confirm take it. I think that's probably correct. We have to defend the Unearth. Well, we don't have to, but I will. Good game, homie. Going first. Nice land. Right? Some potential removal in our favorite 3/4, if need be. You already know. And for 3. Hopefully they don't take my Sarkhan, though. It's always the thing. Sometimes better to wait a turn, I guess. Well, they wouldn't be casting it for 1. Screw it. Risk the bisque. There's no way they leave it, though, right? They can't afford to. Houston, we're good to go. Should we wait a turn here, though? Because we're going to lose access to this. And it could be a field wipe. Sucks. It is what it is, though. I mean, they could just take the invasion if they wanted. Maya, 1 second. That doesn't hit anything. Oh, it's this. Okay. It hits our invasion. Interesting. Okay. I mean, our game plan doesn't change too much. Just no Thundermaw, I suppose. Grabbing a land, gaining 3 life. Bonehoard out. Sarkhan becomes a 5/5. Hits for that 5. And we hold up, slip out the back. Sunfall. I would assume. Interesting. Huh. Bye. Another Bonehoard. That could be alright, I guess. On the draw, 2 in hand. Well, it's not bad, and we do have a little bit of build up. Thinking about running 25 land recently, though. It's a little bit heavier, and, you know, it's better just to always hit your lands, I guess. Specifically in this meta. Hard to build into an end if we can. Really looking for the third land. I see you. I see you. Oh. Okay, really looking for that third land. Please, can I have a land? I'll do anything for it on the top. Still remove the warden, cause it goes to 4. These are original lyrics. Just take it. Now, as long as they don't convoke, we should be okay. And then we've at least mitigated a lot of that early game value that they're bringing to the battlefield. Okay, okay, okay. No knight. All right, all right, all right. Three cards in hand. I don't doubt that they can't still do it. It's a good deck. Drawing. Okay, not bad, not bad. Stop it. That's not funny, HGG. We could dragon, but I don't think there's much of a point. Yet. Oh, that's a good one. Just single target it? Don't show the Incinerator. Maybe we should play this right away. No, wait. We could always slip it out. I need to defend, right? Sorry for being slow. It's a little bit to think about, though. 4 cards in hand. 3 after the land. Drawing with the clue to 4 in hand, 2 available mana. Scene of the crime. Okay, I'm thinking sack to draw there as well. Interesting. Oh, I can't do that either. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 with the reduction to 5, but it still costs that 1 extra. I don't want to lose our slip out the back. Maybe I'll just double turn it. X equals 4. Decline. And then we'll just take it this way instead. We get a new blocker. If there was removal, we'd see it, so this doesn't flip, or they're waiting till it flips and they take the Thundermaw instead. Acceptable. I wish that stayed. We could have actually phased it out, I think, as the Thundermaw, and then it would have stayed the Thundermaw, question mark. That would have been weird, though. Because it skips that end of turn trigger where it becomes itself again. Recruiter, tokens, down to 12. Yep. Meet you on the other side. Yeah. 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 They go to the top because the Incinerator would clean up the battlefield, but, you know, we don't even need to. Good game, homie. On the draw, keeping 7. Hand looks pretty good. Oh. I hate that. We should just take it, right? Immediately. Well, they're not sacking it now, but they could power it up right away. Another. Just keep taking it, right? Or do we take a turn off? They're doing it. Oh my god. I guess we need a 4th land and kill them both. Brutal. Nice. 3 Aftermath Analysts already in play. Isn't that insano? Isn't it, though? And they just have another 2, though, right? We'll have to kill that, too, I guess, then. 1, 2, 3. Wild. So as long as they don't play Nissa and sacrifice the Analyst in the same turn. They have 4 mana, that's enough to do it. Interesting. Is there a field wipe we should be worried about? An ill-timed explosion. Oh! And we should have played this before the Dracosaur for an extra damage. Or kept it in hand to kill Nissa. Just get rid of one of them, right? And then these lands are already cycled. Free Nissa. So there should be no basics to pull back. Just the original sacrifice lands. Right? We don't really have the opportunity to hang out. We have to just push and hopefully we're able to offset their tempo accordingly. Maybe we get it. They need a field wipe. One, two. Oh, they might have enough mana. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. That's still problematic then. All they need is 7. Shoot. Okay, they're going to do it. And that takes them up even higher. Okay. We're in trouble. It's hard, though, because we can't, like, instant speed this on Nissa, so we just take what we could get. All right, buckle up. They should be adding blue, no? That's a lot of green. Are they doppelganging me, do you think? Doppelgang more land? Could be. Only 3 in hand. I'm most worried about the Memory Deluge into something new, I guess. All right. I'm surprised there were not more islands made there. All forests. Oh, they're going to doppelgang. No, just a rage. On my bro? Grabbing lands back. Okay. Whatever. It's not terrible. It's definitely not good. Do they have another? And shouldn't they just be hitting me with those instead if they have more than one? Right? Unless they can so aggressively combo and cycle them from their grave that... What? That's so suspect as a playline. Okay. That's really good for them. Oh, but they're out of mana on the turn. I see. Well, we just kill Nissa. I mean, the Analyst is really good too, but I'm more worried about Nissa, I think. I keep that in hand, don't I? Ill-Time doesn't, like... I don't think they have anything that expensive. Oh, the turtle. They have the turtle. They have Virtue of Strength, maybe as well. Yeah, we'll play slow. I don't want to fold out. We might regret it, but who knows? There's the turtle back. Now playing the Virtue. Oh my god. There's Ill-Timed Explosion. Oh my god. They did the thing. That's why we kept it, right? Nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Just drawing now. Oh my god. Deadly. Meh. Oh, did I not count properly? Oh my god. I thought we had one additional land there. The game doesn't matter anyways. Good game doesn't matter anyways, bro. Going first, keeping 7. That does not look bad. 1, 2, 3 as is. Look for our 4th. It's there. Do we keep it? I think so. Specifically because we've not added the 25th land to deck yet, which I think we want to. I think that's definitely on the menu. Always while I'm playing, you know, looking to improve a deck. Always, no matter what. It's just like a default setting. We'll reveal, I think. Let's take the extra damage. It could be relevant. They don't have a creature base out that they're like, oh no, I need to protect from that. So I think just, you know, get to where we're going. This looks like the combo deck. Yeah, recursion. We can't hit that. Nothing else worthwhile. Let's take the Scry. Surveil. This would get us in, but I think our problems are far more serious than a couple creatures with that portal there. Milling. Oh, there's the emergence. Nice. Dang, okay. This is going to be tough. I think they just win next turn, right, basically? Fairly certain. They're going to self-target here. Another emergence. No. 6 is not enough for the portal yet. Right? Portal's at 9. Hey, Walter. Thank you for the support. 32 months. A 17-month streak. That's incredible. You are an absolute legend. Not only massive gratitude from myself, but the community as a whole. It's individuals like yourself that keep this party going. Discard a card! Well, I don't think you'll be doing us any good. Right? It's the watch time. It's the likes. It's the comments, the subscriptions, the Discord, and general community engagement as well. And of course, any financial support through the YouTube membership, the Twitch tiered membership. They're all very similar, right? It's not a lot, but it accumulatively really does make a difference. All right, this is still a match somehow. Okay. Not good. Maybe we should have forced the ward, right? Oh, that kind of sucks. I want that 6 land, but I guess we'll get it in its own time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Hello. Good game. Pea soup, homie. It's a win. I mean, we're close to doing some stuff, but we'll never catch up to that amount of value. All right. All right, I see you. I see you, Grixis Dragons. Not too shabby. So, I think that the Is It variant is really, really nice. It's not bad whatsoever. However, recently we've been experimenting with it. I like the deck. It's a ton of fun to play. What if we started to add a third color? What color would that be? We tried green. It didn't really work out. You know, it was not good. Okay? Many apologies. This is how, you know, not everything is a home run, but we've got a pretty good average. And, you know, proving that furthermore today with this absolute heater of a build. Adding black was really nice for the claw, an additional ramp, because, you know, you don't always get Sarkhan, and the deck really is dependent upon it, right? Allowing you to flip the invasion early while simultaneously reducing the cost of your other dragons. So it was a little bit rough if you didn't have it. And, you know, when you're playing so many games, you're not always going to get it, right? It's just, that's the numbers. I don't know what they are, but there's only 4 of them, right? So, and now we're only utilizing 3. We've helped mitigate that with the introduction of the claw into the build, which I think is quite nice as well. Helping just like round it off, I guess, if that makes any sense, right? So instead of like one piece that it all revolves around, you know, there's a backup, right? And they both fit together fairly well, I feel like. So if you have any suggestions for the Grixis color combo of the Dragon deck, hit us up. You know, I've kind of been thinking about Shore Up. We decided on Slip Out the Back instead to dodge the Exiles. Zombie Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyone? Corpse Cobble? I don't know. It was just an idea, and I think that'd be pretty cool. Maybe in a budget deck. Push-pull. I don't even know how that got in there. The Warcrafting got cut. This could flip the invasion, but with 3 colors, a double red is a little aggressive, specifically when it's not a dragon spell that, you know, we're mitigating that color. The Dragon Engine could definitely go in deck. The colorless actually makes it a little bit more favorable to run in a multicolor deck, I feel like. The Illicit Masquerade, you know, I'm not sure that we're ever going to be holding up that much spare mana, but I like it. At Sushi, just generating value. I think that this could go in the deck potentially for sure as well. An additional field wipe with some potential life gain. That's maybe one thing that we're missing in the deck is some life gain. Gix's Command could really help out on that front, I think. Hitsugu and Kari. We just didn't have room for it at the end of the day. It's definitely working within the deck, I think, for the most part. It's not a Bonehoard. It's good, but we just couldn't find room for it. And then more life gain with the March of the Wretched Sorrow, potentially. Again, a little bit harder to cast, but the life gain is good, and, you know, we could definitely use more of it. And then I've also, as you probably heard me in today's gameplay, I've been thinking about a 25th land in the deck. The average mana value is pretty, you know, aggressive here on 3/2, 4/24. So, you know, a land would be good. Keep in mind, you know, we are reverse ramping or reducing the cost of through the Claw and the Flame, which is great. But again, it's not always perfectly consistent, and we still need to get to 3. We still need to get to 4 to protect it, so on and so forth, right? So, you know, maybe even just like a Xandar's Lounge or whatever it's called, something that if we get it early on, it's consistent, and if we get it later on, once we've already curved, we can just cycle it away, right? So, you know, thoughts on that as well. I truly do appreciate everybody's feedback. At the end of the day, I'm one person with one perspective, and you know, it's hard to see the entire object based on a single perspective, right? So your help is truly appreciated. Thank you for participating. I hope you have an absolute magical day. Like, if you have not done so, of course, the comment section is open, as well as the community Discord link in the description below. Stop by, introduce yourself, and make some new friends. Take care, and I'll see you soon in the next.